Welcome to your first semester of zoology here at Delhi University. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating topics in cell biology, the endomembrane system. If you have ever wondered how a microscopic cell manages to build, package, and ship complex molecules exactly where they need to go without making mistakes, you are in the right place. We are going to build our understanding from the ground up, starting with a simple analogy and moving all the way to calculating the actual speed of cellular deliveries. Let us get started. To understand our topic, let us first imagine a bustling, highly organized city that never sleeps. In this city, you have a massive factory that builds products, a post office that packages and labels them, and a fleet of delivery trucks that carry these packages to specific addresses. If any part of this system breaks down, the city descends into chaos because essential products never reach the people who need them. In your body, every single eukaryotic cell operates just like this bustling city. It relies on a specialized, highly coordinated network to handle all its manufacturing and shipping. This beautiful system ensures every protein and lipid is built, modified, and delivered exactly where it needs to go. Now that we have our city analogy in mind, let us look at the actual biological structures that make up this network. The endomembrane system is a complex, interconnected network of membrane-bound organelles found exclusively within eukaryotic cells. This system primarily includes the nuclear envelope, the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, transport vesicles, and the plasma membrane. Instead of being isolated floating bubbles, these compartments are either physically connected or communicate by passing tiny membrane sacs called vesicles back and forth. By compartmentalizing these processes, the cell can safely perform complex biochemical reactions, like digesting waste or folding delicate proteins, without interfering with the rest of the cellular environment. You might be wondering why we need to study this system in such detail. Understanding the endomembrane system is absolutely critical because it is the literal lifeline of cellular function and human health. Without this system, your stomach cells could not secrete digestive enzymes, your pancreas could not release insulin to regulate blood sugar, and your immune cells could not deploy antibodies. When this system malfunctions, it leads to severe real-world consequences. For example, in cystic fibrosis, a defective protein gets stuck in the endoplasmic reticulum and never reaches the cell surface. By studying this system, scientists can develop targeted drugs to correct these transport errors and cure debilitating genetic diseases. While cell biology is highly visual, we can actually quantify the movement of materials using the principles of transport kinetics. This brings us to the vesicle transport flux formula, J equals C times V. Conceptually, this tells us exactly how many vesicles are moving through a specific area of the cell over a given period of time. Let us break down the symbols. J represents the vesicle flux. C stands for the concentration of transport vesicles in that specific region, measured in vesicles per cubic micrometer. Finally, V represents the average velocity of these vesicles as they are pulled along by motor proteins. If the concentration C increases because the cell is producing more vesicles, the overall flux J will increase. Similarly, if the velocity V decreases due to a lack of energy, the flux drops, causing a cellular traffic jam. Now that we have our formula, let us apply it to a real biological scenario. Imagine a pancreatic cell actively secreting insulin. We are given that the concentration of insulin-carrying vesicles is 15 vesicles per cubic micrometer, and their velocity is 2 micrometers per second. We need to calculate the vesicle flux. We start by writing down our primary flux equation, J equals C times V, to guide our calculation. Next, we substitute our given concentration of 15 and our velocity of 2 into the equation. Multiplying these together gives us our final answer of 30. Physically, this means that every single second, 30 insulin-carrying vesicles pass through a tiny 1 square micrometer window of the cell's cytoplasm, indicating a very healthy and active cell. Having just calculated the flux of vesicles, let us actually look at the physical path they take. Here is a detailed diagram of the eukaryotic endomembrane system. On the left, you see the nucleus, surrounded by the nuclear envelope. Notice how the envelope is continuous with the folded structures of the endoplasmic reticulum, both rough and smooth. See those small circular transport vesicles? Those are the exact packages we just calculated the flux for, budding off the ER and traveling to the Golgi apparatus in the middle for processing. Finally, on the far right, secretory vesicles leave the Golgi and fuse with the plasma membrane to release their contents. This diagram beautifully illustrates the continuous, targeted flow of cellular products. Now that we can visualize the journey to the plasma membrane, we can ask another important question. How long does this journey take? To answer this, we use a fundamental physics principle that perfectly models our biological system. The formula is D equals V times T. This is the standard kinematic equation. Here, D is the total distance covered by the moving vesicle, measured in micrometers. The variable V is the constant velocity at which motor proteins walk along cellular tracks, and T is the total time of travel in seconds. If the distance D increases, the time T required will naturally increase. This simple equation shows how basic physics perfectly applies to the microscopic world of biology. Let us put this kinematic formula to work with another example. After processing in the Golgi apparatus, a secretory vesicle must travel a distance of 12 micrometers to reach the plasma membrane. It travels at a constant velocity of 1.5 micrometers per second. We need to find the total time of travel. We start with our formula, D equals V times T. We substitute our known distance of 12 and our velocity of 1.5. To find the time, we divide 12 by 1.5. This gives us a final answer of 8 seconds. This rapid transport time highlights how incredibly fast the endomembrane system operates, allowing cells to respond to the body's immediate needs in mere seconds. In our previous example, we solved for time by plugging numbers directly into the distance formula. However, in science, it is often better to derive a specific formula for the variable you want before doing any math. Let us formally prove how to isolate time. We start with our fundamental kinematic equation, D equals V times T. Our goal is to isolate the time variable, t, on one side of the equal sign. To do this algebraically, we must perform the inverse operation of multiplication. Therefore, we divide both sides of the equation by the velocity, v. This is the crucial first step in keeping our math clean and error-free. Continuing from our previous step, we now simplify the equation. By dividing both sides by velocity, the v terms on the right side cancel each other out completely. This leaves us with d divided by v equals t. We can flip this around into standard notation, giving us our final derived formula, t equals d divided by v. Finally, we can verify this by looking at the units. When we divide micrometers by micrometers per second, the micrometers cancel out, leaving us perfectly with seconds. This derived formula gives us a direct, reliable pathway to calculate the duration of any vesicle's trip without having to rearrange numbers later. We have covered a lot of ground today, so let us review our key takeaways. First, we learned that the endomembrane system is the ultimate logistical network of the eukaryotic cell, turning raw genetic instructions into fully functional proteins. Second, we saw how it seamlessly connects organelles, like the endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus, using targeted transport vesicles. Third, we applied physics to biology, using the vesicle flux formula to measure exactly how efficiently a cell is manufacturing and exporting its products. Finally, we used basic kinematics to predict the exact delivery times of these cellular packages. You now have a foundational understanding of how cells communicate and maintain the delicate balance of life. Great job today!